Hello, my nail friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Rosie and you've reached Mary Rosie Dips. In today's video, we are going to be using the Garden Egg Hunt stamping bundle from Maniology. This is a PR kit. If you'd like to purchase, my discount code is Mary10 and I will put that down below. So these are the items that came in this cute kit. It is these 3 stamping polishes, this adorable stamper and scraper that match, and then this adorable little plate. Look at these cute little bunnies in there. I am excited to use these, and I think I'll be using it again because there's just so many different things that you can do with this, especially those little bunny ears for Easter. So this is typically how you want to take off the blue protector cover that comes on probably about every single brand. Should come with a protector flare, either blue or clear, a little film on there so that you don't have any scratches on your stamping plate. And I just like to peel it off on the side. You just got to catch a corner. You don't want to try to take it off with a knife or anything. So as easy as that was, you want to make sure that you clean your plate with some acetone to prep it prior to first use. And I think I already did that off camera. So these are the 3 colors. And I decided I want to do this dark color on my index finger, my thumb, and my ring finger. And then I couldn't decide if I wanted to do pink on the other 2 nails or not. But these stamping polishes are just quick, dry, regular nail polishes. I've been using Maniology for a little more than a year, maybe 2, about a year. Maybe a little more than that. And initially, I had a hard time with stamping because I didn't, in typical Mary fashion, I didn't research. I just kind of jumped in and bought stuff and attempted to use it without really reading instructions, and didn't like the way that it came out. My stuff just wasn't picking up good. I wasn't getting good transfer of the images, and I just put it all away and didn't use it for several months because I just didn't like that outcome of the first time that I used it. And I put it all away. After a couple of months, I watched some videos, listened to some YouTube creators that I listened to, and got some tips. And I absolutely love stamping. I incorporated into many manicures, many press-ons, all that kind of good stuff, because you can literally do so much. Even if you just have one plate, 3 or 4 different polishes, you can do so much stuff. So the Maniology polishes come in these bigger size bottles. There's different brands and different sizes, but this Maniology bottle, first of all, it'll last forever, especially if you're not using it as regular polish. There's a lot of people that use them as regular polishes as well. I typically don't do regular polish except when I'm doing promo videos like this. I use them just as stamping polishes. But for for the purpose of these videos and showing how I use the bundle, I am applying it just like you could at home, where you could just paint your nails and stamp over it with the same stamping polishes. Because that's what they are. They're just regular polishes. They just dry quicker. You want to make sure you have good quality polishes that dry quickly, just like these Maniology ones. They're very well pigmented. They're not gritty in texture. They mix really well. If they separate in the bottle from sitting there for a while, you can mix them pretty easily with no issue. So I applied 1 layer to each of these 3 nails, and then I'm going to go in and do the second layer because that's how quick they dry. It literally was maybe a couple of minutes. I'm just going to do the second layer, and then we'll go in with the purple, the light purple color there that you see at the top left of my screen, and I'll do that color on the other 2 nails, and then we will talk about stamping.
Just take a look at yourself. Do you really think it's gonna help if you always fighting yourself, trying to forget how you felt? Just take a look at yourself. Can't even be your own friend, cause you're way too stuck in your head. How do you think it's gonna end? Nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say, nothing that they could do to take all the pain away. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you won't. But we could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want. You think if they said it, then they must mean it. So you should feel it, somehow you think that you need it. Others' opinions, to know how you're feeling, to know if you're losing or winning, left behind or within it, if you're sinking or swimming, existing or living. Nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say, nothing that they could do to take all the pain away. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you won't. But we could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want. But we could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want.
Before you go and actually stamp over these polishes, you want to make sure that they're nice and fully dried. So it really doesn't take very long, even with 2 layers. And you want to clean your stamping plate with some 100% acetone. And I like to put a napkin underneath, or I wouldn't say a towel underneath your stamping plate, because it'll make it a little bit uneven. So it's easier with just a paper towel under there, nice even surface. And what you'll do is you'll put some polish, scrape it in one direction, and try to lift quickly in a different direction so that you get the best pickup of your jelly stamper, or I should say of your design onto your jelly stamper. So we're going to do that again. Let's clean this with 100% acetone, and we're going to pick up a bigger image. We're going to do that little set of flowers on the bottom middle of the stamping plate, and I like to clean it off, especially with acetone. Initially I used to do alcohol, and that was my main issue. One, I wasn't fast enough with the scraping, and the polish was drying, so it wouldn't transfer well onto the jelly stamper. But I also was trying to clean with alcohol instead of acetone. So if you're doing that, then that would be a reason why your stamp isn't actually transferring onto your jelly stamper. So here I'm just trying to figure out specifically which one of those I wanted to do. And I was going to do some bunny ears, and then I changed my mind. So I just kind of moved off of that, and there we are. I was like, I don't remember doing the bunny ears. And I decided to just do the flowers. Cleaned the flowers off, of course, with acetone. And even though it's a little bit, foggy looking, it'll still be okay. It'll pick up just fine as long as that's not polished. So you apply nice, even, good layer of the polish there. And then we're going to I prefer to scrape to the right, just because I'm right-handed. And then we're going to roll or stay straight and just go down and pick it up. And I decided to do it on the free edge of the nail there. And it's just one image in one color. And I think that it looks really, really cute over this purple, just cute little flowers. And if you just press the sides right there, it just kind of hung off of the side like that, just because my nail is shaped different than the actual image. Now that's just going to be cleaned up with alcohol. And we still have plenty of time right here to put this on the other nail. I think it looks even cuter on top of that blue. And like I said, those little guys just kind of hang off just because my nail is shaped different than the actual image. That is easy enough. You just kind of press it on the side there to make sure you don't get anything hanging off. So that is what the stamping looks like. And I'm just going to clean off my stamper plate, or my stamp plate. Yes. Clean my stamp plate off, and then we're going to apply the Maniology smudge free top coat. This is an excellent top coat to cover and protect your stamps. So if you're not going to do gel polish over this, it's easy enough to do smudge free top coat. It does take a couple of minutes to dry. I usually give it about 3 minutes for it to dry. I'll put it on all the nails. It does not smudge your images. The images like instantly dry. I never have any issue with smudge free top coat smearing my images. Not if I use this specific brand here. So I don't know about any other smudge free top coat brands, but the one that I use is Maniology. So if you're stamping over a dip powder, I like to do the smudge free top coat, and then you can go in and do dip base and encapsulate your design in clear dip powder if you want to. Or I also like to go in with gel top coat right over these, or gel base on gel top coat, and get no smearing. I don't have an issue with that. So I definitely do recommend, if you're going to be getting any items from Maniology, sticky base coat 100%, and then also recommend 100% getting that smudge free top coat with any of their polish colors, because they're all amazing, and I have several racks of their colors because they're great. Any of these little bundles or starter kits that you get will have a jelly stamper and scraper card with it. So if you get a kit, it typically will match whatever the theme is, which I think is really cool and super cute. So I like to take a small brush and clean off the edges, either with acetone or alcohol. I don't bother to try to clean barely anything off while I'm actually doing the manicure, because it easily comes off either with, if you're doing a gel top coat, you can just rub it off with alcohol, or if not, then you can just take a small brush and clean it up with acetone in the end. And I like to get underneath the nail to get those little bits of the polish that I pushed down that were kind of free hanging on the edges. So this is our manicure. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. Make sure you press subscribe and like our video. See you guys next time. Bye.
Sometimes you win some and sometimes you won't. But we could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want. You think if they said it, then they must mean it. So you should feel it. Somehow you think that you need it. Others' opinions, to know how you're feeling, to know if you're losing or winning, left behind or within it, if you're sinking or swimming, existing or living. Nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say, nothing that they could do to take all the pain away.